Let's talk about imposter syndrome. This is something that every high achiever that I've worked with has resonated with and has said that they struggle with. This idea that I hope nobody finds out that I'm really not all that people think I am. When we think of imposter syndrome, I think we'd immediately think of the way that we compare ourselves to others and how our work and our capabilities compare to other people we see out there doing great things. And this fear that we're not really that capable, but for whatever reason, we have everybody else fooled that we are. But here's the wild thing. Oftentimes, our imposter syndrome comes from us comparing ourselves to our own work. Let me tell you this story. So a couple days ago, I was working on my next book, and it had been a while since I had looked at it or worked on it. So I was going back through old emails that I had sent to my subscribers and old social media posts that I could kind of get a sense of the writing that I had already done and stories I had already told to see if I wanted to include any of it in this next book. And I caught myself thinking, this is really good. When I was looking at my old work, I was thinking, gosh, this is really good. And not in a way of, hey, great job, Ellen, you're really good at this. It was more in the sense of, am I still that good? Am I still capable of writing to this level? That imposter syndrome creeping in. And I took a minute to really let that sink in and realize how ridiculous that is. That was my work. No mystical force came down and overtook my body or my mind to do that writing for me. That was me. But we have a way of tricking ourselves into worrying that we're not capable of the things that we've actually done. So think about this for you. What is that thing that you've done that you find yourself comparing yourself to? Where you think, well, I just got that award, or I just landed that project because I XYZ. Remind yourself that you did XYZ that got you that award or landed you that project. I hear this stuff from my clients all the time. When they're telling me about something great that they've accomplished, a lot of times they'll admit or say without really realizing it, well, I really just got that because I did this, this, and this. And we're so dismissive of the fact that we did this, this, and this to get there. So remind yourself, you did those things. When you're comparing yourself to yourself, which then initiates that feeling of imposter syndrome, remind yourself that that was you. You've done it before, and in fact, you're probably better now than you were before. I just had such a great year because I landed that one huge account. Yeah. You landed that one huge account. Or I just had such a great social media following because I had a couple reels go viral. Yeah, you had a couple reels go viral. You did that. You landed that big account. We are so sneaky when it comes to our perfectionism and our comparisons and evaluations of ourselves. So all I want you to do is just start paying attention. Paying attention to when you catch yourself saying, well, that's just because of this. That's your perfectionism talking. That's imposter syndrome trying to creep its way in there. We all struggle with it. It's a sign that you have goals, that you're working towards big things. So pat yourself on the back for that, and then remind yourself that you are capable. You are that good. In fact, you're probably better now.